Namaste everyone. I'm,
Hi.
I'm Satish Vasudevan and this is Ambili Krishnan. We are the founders of Satvas dance company, and here we have Deepa Rao, who is a yoga practitioner, and she has immersed herself in Vinyasa, Ashtanga Vinyasa and Vipassana and Iyengar Yoga. So both together we have decided to conduct few workshops in Bangalore at our studio in Bangalore, BEML layout on the coming 13th and 14th, which is the Saturday and Sunday. So we have three workshops lined up. So one is and all very different and specified for different takers, and we have the first workshop on yoga for dancers. So before going to the next workshop, we will talk a little about yoga for dancers. So before starting, I just wanted to ask you, Deepa, what inspired you to come up with such an idea and such a dancers? So I know like you are not just a yoga practitioner, you have been doing dance, you are a Bharatnatyam dancer, you have done your Mohiniyattam, and you have also tried your skill in hip hop and jazz. So can you just come up with the idea like what made you like to introduce something, some yoga for like dancers? Yes.
Right. Thank you, Satish, for having me at your studio. And thank you for having me here to speak about my workshops. So, pertaining to the workshop of yoga for dancers, I have been dancing, exploring, in fact, forms of dance right through my life. There has never been a time where I have not been dancing. Though I have not, continuously practiced any one form of dance, but even practicing different forms of dance gives you a very, broad idea and into what dance is. Also, my practice of Ashtanga Vinyasa, that's my main practice of yoga. It is almost like a choreographed sequence on the mat. So, in that, I actually discovered how dance is so similar to a yoga practice. And then, if you look at, let's take Bharatnatyam for instance, and let's take Natya Shastra. It talks about how dance is a spiritual practice. It's not. It's your gateway to the divine. You can use dance as a gateway to the divine. And then when you sort of explore every form, you can see that it is movement, it is action, and that kind of action needs you not just your body to be present in one place. It needs you to be present in one place with your mind, with your body, and your breath. And you will be moving right through your dance in a skillful way only when all these are present in one place. And that is nothing but yoga. So that's exactly what yoga is. Yoga is skill in action. Yoga is mind, body, breath in one place. Yoga is mindfulness. Yoga is awareness. All these things are very, very important to every dancer as well, right? Ambili herself and you yourself are dancers, and you will agree with me that this is exactly what dance is about. You have to have your body, your mind in one place to perform or to share your emotions with the audience, to share your expression with the audience.
Right.
True, it is. Correct.
So this is what inspired me to uh, apply the practice of yoga to the practice of dance.
Okay. So I have even I also used to practice like yoga in a brief way, but many dancers are also practicing yoga. So what is it specifically different from like this workshop is different from regular yoga class? Because many will be attending regular yoga class also.
Right. And so a regular yoga class is a regular yoga class designed for regular people.
Hmm.
Okay.
Nobody is considering. that you are a dancer and that you come with special needs. You come with, for instance, it's not. So a dancer will have very, very different physical needs because essentially dance is performed by using the instrument or the vehicle of the physical body. Yeah, it's only a vehicle. When you're using dance, you're using this vehicle to express and emote. And hence, your needs are very, very different from the needs of a regular person. A regular person has a very different life. A dancer's life has this need to repeatedly practice dance. There will be repeated movements. There will be a certain need in terms of strength. There is a certain need in terms of hip opening. There is a certain need in terms of spinal flexibility. And then there is also this aspect of continuous training causing injuries. Yeah, a lot of dancers are experiencing injuries. And so how can your yoga practice help you to prevent injuries? This will be very different from what a regular yoga class offers.
Okay, good, great. Looking forward. And so in yoga, we have all the asanas, the techniques, everything in. So the breathing is a main aspect in yoga, right? And how much do you think it's important in dance? Like you are also a dancer, you are also a yoga practitioner. So how much do you think? And will there be any guidance for the breathing techniques in this workshop?
Uh, so the mind and the breath are linked so closely. It is, I mean, all the spiritual practices, whether it's yoga or vipassana that I practice or any other spiritual practice, will bring your attention to the fact that, for instance, when you get angry, your breath gets faster, it gets warmer, it gets hotter. Yeah. So the mind and the breath are very closely linked. And in dance, for instance, uh, you are not just a dead body dancing, right? If dead bodies could dance, then great, but we are not dead bodies dancing. So there is the mind, there is the breath aspect that comes into a dance as well. And so yoga, as you move, how to breathe as you move, how to move first of all, and how to breathe as you move, and hence how to, when you're breathing, how to keep the mind in the body as you move, because this mind also needs to be able to stay here and help you to emote, right? So hence the breathing is very important, and the coordination of mind, body and breath as you move will be an integral part of the workshop.
Good, great.
That's great. Yeah. And I mean, anyway, I just want to know, like, is this workshop suitable for all the levels of dancers? There will be like just those who have started learning
Beginners
dance,
level,
like beginners.
intermediate,
Yeah.
advanced.
So if you're a beginner, it's very, very good for you, because we will be focusing on very basic regular movements, very basic movements that are a regular part of dance. We will be focusing on asanas, which are a regular part of the whole dancing repertoire. Um, and when you're starting off, it is very, very good to have a basic foundation in movement, in breath, and in also how the mind can be employed. How to center the mind will be very, very helpful to a beginner level practitioner of dance. As far as the advanced practitioners go, depending on the training you have had, or depending on your own discovery as a dance practitioner, like for instance, as a few advanced practitioners will have discovered how important it is to strengthen your muscles, to strengthen the core, and they discover it through getting into injuries. Yeah. And then they start practicing, or somebody tells them and they start practicing. So For the beginner, it will be very helpful because they will already they will come to the workshop and they learn this. For the advanced practitioner, because I come from a different space where I've also been dancing and I've also been practicing yoga and other mindfulness practices like Vipassana. It will help the advanced practitioner to work on that aspect of the practice which they have not been exposed to. Yeah, because as two different individuals, we will come with our own experiences. And so I'm here, I will be there in your studio to share my experiences as a yoga practitioner, as a Vipassana practitioner who's applying this to dance. And hence there will be a lot of new things to learn as well.
Okay, right. And when we call it like yoga for dancers, there are so many hundreds of dance forms. And are you planning for specifying any particular dance form, or is it like you're planning for a like dancers? As we know, like all the dancers need it, all the dancers require it, but there are again many dance forms which are say like Bharatnatyam, so you have the Aramandi posture for main. When you say Kathak, there is chakras. So and each dance form has its own particular posture uniqueness. So how is it, how are you going to planning to take up the workshop?
So whatever dance there is, it is about moving.
Right.
Yeah. So that is the basic focus of our workshop, on how to move as you integrate the mind, body, and breath at one place at the same time. How to move in an aware fashion, how to move in a way that you are compassionate to yourself and not causing injuries to yourself, how to move with a few basic movements. I'll be teaching a few basic movements, but then you will also learn how to apply it to more advanced movements. Because when you start with the foundation of movement, then you can apply it to anything.
Right.
Yeah, so hence it is not just a Bharatnatyam dancer who will benefit, but maybe a person who is into hip hop will also benefit.
Good, great.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And also want to know like what I mean age groups also. Like we have so many kids who are learning under us. So what age group actually we need to open this workshop for what age?
I think 15 onwards is great because you need to have some understanding of the um body and the dance that you're doing.
Okay, and we
So I think
do it for like teens, like maybe 12 because
Pre-teens, like
there are many
no,
classes.
preteens is great. Preteens these days, teens are supposed to be smarter than what we were as teenagers. So I think preteens is a great space to be.
Yeah, and even we as we are into fitness and dance, so we also have been training them, like the fitness point of view, how important
Right,
fitness.
right.
So we can, yeah. So I think,
Yeah. So while it is great for dance students who have been exposed to the fitness aspect of things, it is very, very good for students who have not are not, supplementing their dance practice with any fitness, because then they will realize how important it is. Yeah. In the Gurukul, like I think, we've had our conversations and we've spoken of this, how earlier when you were staying in a Gurukul system with the Guru, you used to stay with the Guru and you were consistently dedicated to the art and dance form and staying with the Guru. And hence there were a lot of aspects which you would automatically realize and be exposed to when you're staying with the teacher. But when you're not and you're in a city and you come and dance for 1 hour and go back, there are many things you can miss.
right.
And for students who are not into fitness as well, this is very, very good. Very, very good.
Okay.
Yeah, because we bring the mind and the breath aspect also to the dance
That is
practice.
one of the important thing we should not miss
Yes.
so in dance.
Yes.
Yes. So that was great insights for our dancers, all the dancers. So I really wish all the dancers see the importance of the yoga and just come over and attend the workshops so that it's everything has a first step. So let this be the first
Right,
step for
Correct.
those who haven't experienced it. And
right.
so moving to our next workshop, which will be like women specific. And it is happening on the same day, Saturday at 3:30 p.m. And so you can just
Yeah, talk about
talk
it because
about.
this is like I think many will be looking forward to it because yoga for
Sure.
women, not like it's an generalizing like it's a yoga workshop. We are
Right.
specifying it like yoga for women. So what exactly it is?
So, so the women, you've seen, we've seen a transformation of the lives of women in the recent times. Uh, but even in the recent times or in the past, women have always been conditioned to be carers. Yeah, they will be caring for people and they will not be the ones who are cared for. Yeah, so they are consistently in tune with what's happening in the external world and they are giving a lot of themselves into the external world. Yeah, even in the recent times, so if you look at the modern world, earlier the women used to stay at home and do their thing. But now the women are going more and more out there. They are becoming CEOs, they are owning businesses. And despite all this, they continue to shoulder most of the responsibility. Even, I mean, some of them may get lucky and you'll have partners who are uh, partnering you in this responsibility of creating a life together.
Hmm.
But otherwise, most of the women out there continue to uh, do what the men are doing, which means make a career, go out there and explore their passions, and start businesses, and also doing the caring for the people at home.
Hmm.
You'll come back, you'll prepare the food, you'll come back from your office, wherever, or prepare or supervise, depending on your economic status. You will either supervise or, get down to doing it yourself. So there is no moment of rest for the woman from the responsibilities she has towards the external world.
Hmm.
But in all this, what gets lost is her connection with herself.
True.
And so the workshop is predominantly created so that the woman can reconnect, get into tune with who she is, what are her dreams, her passions, how is her hormonal cycle affecting her life, and then get the life back on track as she aligns herself with this hormonal cycle.
Hmm.
Yeah, so that is what the workshop is about.
Hmm. So you will be explaining like how, I mean, the hormones, how much it is important and how it is affecting. Everything will be explained in the workshop also, right?
Yes, yes.
And
So the one question I always
okay.
get, like almost 99% of my students are girls and women. And like during their periods, like, can I do my workout during my periods? So
Right.
generally, like, what I tell is, like, you need to understand your body, you need to see your body and do. But I have seen people who are into, like, for example, ambili. So even the first day or the second day or the third day, it doesn't make much difference for her. Maybe like in one day, first day, sometimes it may get affected, but I haven't seen her missing her workouts or dance practice. So how do we guide them through that? Because I have seen, like, many people, they tend to
Hmm.
miss a day or two. So how being a woman and a yoga practitioner, You can you just put some light to that?
Right. So, going back to what I said, the main thing in this case is to find your way back to within. Yeah, which means get in tune with who you are. So, for understanding this, you will have to get in tune with who you are as a woman and what are your needs as a woman. And so, during the menstrual cycle, for instance, if you are not in tune with yourself, however much somebody tells you to rest, you may need rest, but you will not rest. Yeah. So, you need to be in tune with yourself. And also, there may be days where you don't need rest, but you need some amount of activity.
Right.
Yeah. So, then you need to get into more activity. But that said, there is this whole forces of prana and apana. So the prana is essentially the force that is working in this part of the body. Apana is the downward force. Prana, the upward force. Apana is the downward force. During the menstrual cycle, the downward force is active. Yeah, we know the menstrual flow is downwards. So whatever activity you do must support the downward force.
Okay.
So if it is rest, you need to again focus on more exhalation. So you support the downward force. Yeah. But if it is activity, again, you need to tune in your activity in a way that it is supporting the downward force and it is more in the restful space because the body is already doing some work. So when I say restful space, it will mean not pounding the earth away. Yeah, really going hardcore. Like I, without being aware in my teenage, I have taken punches in my abdominal area. Yeah, so I now know that that is not the way to go. So we do a lot of things in a wrong or an unskillful way because we are ignorant and we are not aware. And so the key here will be to develop awareness of our own needs during whatever phase we are in.
And it will be suitable for any woman in any field, right? Like
If you are
the
menstruating, you
yeah.
are most welcome.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
because I think then they will understand better. If you have not yet started your menstrual cycle, you will not have any clue about, what am I talking about? So then it's good if you're menstruating, you're perfectly suitable for our workshop. If you are on the way out of menstruation too, you are perfectly, because you have gone through it. Yeah. So anyone with an experience in menstruation, you are welcome to our workshop.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, that session will be very interesting because it's completely, many people are there like ignorant. Even in our case also, even I am into fitness, I'm a dancer, I teach kids also, like take fitness classes also for the kids. So it'll be a very good, so many ideas or knowledge, so many things will be shared, or yeah, it'll be interesting. I'll be waiting for that.
Ambili, I would rather, take like a series of workshops on this because this is such a vast topic. Both,
Correct.
whether, all the workshops that we are doing are such vast topics that 1.5 hours is, too little for it. It's like
Yeah.
a lifetime of
In
learning that.
in women's life, it is like a month itself. We can divide into phases,
Yeah,
and
absolutely. Every day is a different day.
entire life itself, so many phases, right?
Yeah, we are. So the 28-day lunar cycle, our life is, we are lunar beings. We are not linear beings.
Ah,
So we have this very strict formula for women. Ye subah uthe, ye kiya, ye kiya. That's not how we operate. We are not structured like the men. Yeah, we are more about the flow, the waves, the curves. Yeah.
Yeah, once all are understanding the importance of this and practicing it properly, then I think so much of this stresses,
Change.
all these anxiety problems, So,
Absolutely.
yeah, so many problems
Absolutely.
women are facing. It will be a answer for that, right? This,
Absolutely.
It'll be a great change.
yeah, there'll be a great change. Yeah, let's
Yeah,
see.
we'll look forward for that.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and then moving on to the third workshop, which is on Sunday, that is on 14th, Ashtanga Vinyasa.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm very much curious about like what does Ashtanga Vinyasa, because I have heard of Vinyasa flow,
Ashtanga Yoga.
Ashtanga Yoga, but what is Ashtanga Vinyasa and what is the difference?
So, when you say vinyasa flows are not generally structured flow. There is so every day you can have a different vinyasa flow.
Hmm.
But for Ashtanga as a practice, there is a sequence that we follow as an Ashtanga practitioner. All Ashtanga practitioners across the world will practice a certain sequence or certain sequences which have been designed before by the founders, Krishnamacharya and Patabi Joyce, who are the founders of Ashtanga. And the entire Ashtanga practice, we will be repeating the same sequences day after day. We'll be working on the same poses day after day. We'll be working on them to gain mastery over mind, body, and breath, to gain mastery over um, developing what yoga actually is, which is skill in action. So, Ashtanga as a form, it will help you to master poses and it will also help you to master transitions.
Hmm.
So, according to me, poses represent situations you are in life, and transitions represent how you move from one situation to another in life. And so, when you do the sequence, you will be learning to master life
Hmm.
and how to live life.
Hmm. Okay. So in
Yeah,
this,
that's a deep, deep thought.
yeah, yeah. Yes, yes. And so it is like a series of asanas, and but it will be same for all days, right?
It will be same for all days.
When we are practicing, it's like if you have a set of
Yes, you will be practicing the same
same
sequence for
sequence.
all days. So there are primary series, first sequence, secondary series, second sequence, 3A, 3B. So there are sequences, but the primary series itself has 71 postures and around 54 vinyasas, which are like Hindu push-ups. That itself will take you around 12 years to master, they say.
Hmm.
When I say it means the senior teachers.
Yeah. Okay.
So then you practice the sequence again and again, developing skill in action.
Hmm.
So, whom are we targeting this workshop for? Like, what should be their experience, or for people who are enthusiastic in joining this workshop?
So beginners are welcome, but it's great if you have an earlier fitness practice or a yoga practice.
Hmm.
Okay, great.
It is great because it's 1.5 hours. It's a short duration for me to transmit what is actually a lifelong practice. There are it's also a large practice, 71 postures. Of course, we'll be shortening down the sequence in a
Mhm.
way that you can get like I have mentioned in the poster, it says a dip in the ocean. So you will get to dip into this ocean of Ashtanga. So it's great if you have a prior fitness or an asana practice. So you will understand what I'm talking about in terms of the body.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also some names of asanas as well. So if you are an asana practitioner, you may know the
Hmm.
names of asanas. It will
Hmm.
make it easier for me and the student.
Hmm. Yes. And yeah, one more thing I just want to ask. It is like there are many people I have heard like they're mentioning yoga is for flexibility, yoga is for relaxing. So I have never heard people were asking, I'm doing yoga for strengthening. I mean, people were not mentioning it there. So I feel like it's a preconceived notion all are having, like yoga is for this, yoga is not for that. And so, what is it actually you want to tell regarding this?
So Ashtanga Vinyasa will definitely break all these misconceptions
Hmm.
because it is a very, very challenging practice. And hence, because there is challenge, it will help you to build strength. Any challenge in life, yeah, any challenge comes to you in life, any difficult situation comes to you in life, you come out stronger. So
Hmm.
Ashtanga is built exactly like that. It
Hmm.
is a strong practice with a lot of emphasis on strength.
Hmm. And that mental and body discipline also comes in practicing the same sequence like every day and
Yes,
trying to master it.
yes.
Hmm.
Yes. So, because you will be practicing the same sequence again and again, uh, uh, the whole aspect of routine, the mind will experience boredom. You will still practice it. Uh, Sometimes you will learn to get creative with it. Yeah.
Hmm.
So, even if it is the same sequence, you can get creative with it. You are a dancer, so you know how, it's the same Alari Poo, you can get creative with it. Yeah.
Yes.
Same Madhurashtakam you will practice, you can get creative with it. So
Hmm.
you will practice the same sequence, but you can get creative with it. So, and also one very, very important part of the Ashtanga practice is that when you practice with awareness, so when you are practicing, you are watching and you are practicing with awareness, you will start to see a lot of unskillful and skillful patterns in your own body movements.
Hmm.
And when you do daily, you can see it. But if you don't do it daily, you cannot see it. If you're practicing different things, you cannot see these patterns. And
Correct.
when you're practicing daily, you see these patterns and you can choose what pattern you want to carry forward.
Hmm.
So these are called sanskaras. Yeah, samskaras.
Hmm.
So the samskaras, you can choose what kind of patterns you
Hmm.
want to carry forward and what you want to leave behind. So
Hmm.
you essentially become in charge of your own energy, in charge of your own practice, in charge of your own life.
Hmm.
And so daily repetition is very, very important in the Ashtanga practice.
Hmm. Yeah.
So all the muscles and all the like we'll be touching the each and every part of the body, right? In the Ashtanga.
Yes, because however many postures we are able to do that day, uh, I will ensure that we can uh, or we will immerse into every different kind of asana,
Hmm.
whether it's a standing pose, whether it's a forward bending, whether it's a back bending or an inversion,
Hmm.
and shavasana.
Hmm.
So resting also,
Yeah.
which everyone loves, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 10% of the total practice time should be shavasana.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm.
Correct.
So if you are having a 1 hour class, you calculate accordingly.
Hmm.
6 minutes, not 6 minutes.
Hmm.
Right.
Need to.
Okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, so I
Yeah.
think our audience who are watching this will be, enthusiastic and
Yeah.
they
They'll
would
get an
love
idea.
to
Hopefully they'll be enthusiastic. Yes.
in the workshop. And I think we also have a limit in saying or explaining how it
Yeah.
is. So to get to know more, definitely, I think once they join the classes, join the workshops, I mean, they will get more idea and how to take
100%.
forward,
They'll
take it forward.
experience it.
So I
Yeah.
think
Right.
definitely that takeaway will be there.
Hmm.
I'm very much sure about that.
For
So
sure.
yes, so that's it. So
Yes. I
thank
They
you.
think.
can direct message us. They can contact you at your number,
Hmm.
or they can refer to our posters and look for our numbers and contact us.
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
Yes. Hmm.
exactly. Okay. So that's
Yeah.
it. So thank you so much, Deepa,
My
for
pleasure.
having you.
Yeah.
We are super excited
Excited. Yes.
and
So am I.
yeah, see you. Yeah.
Yeah. See you then.